Hey guys, Megan here. Just wanted to remind you all that a healthy lifestyle does not necessarily always look the same for everyone. Certain people have medical conditions that make a different lifestyle healthier for them than it would be for someone else. Diabetics typically don't eat as much fruit as somebody who doesn't have insulin issues. So keep that in mind when strangers online are giving you advice or criticizing you for your choices that you're putting out there and sharing with people. If somebody's coming up to you and telling you, "Why are you eating a banana? It's full of sugar," kind of take a step back and look, what are they gaining from criticizing me for this choice? And then secondly, most of the time it's probably because they're trying to sell you something, or they are insecure about their own choices. They're not sure if their lifestyles are really working for them yet. Or maybe they're just a friend who is kind of stepping over bounds because they're excited they tried something new and they haven't really gotten into it too far yet, and they're not sure how the long-term consequences of that lifestyle is going to work out for them. But they're feeling good right now and they want you to join them and get on the fruit-hating bandwagon too. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're on your journey, you think you're making healthier choices, and then somebody comes along and criticizes something you're doing. Remember, healthy is not the same for everyone all the time at the same points. Like for me, I used to eat, all of my foods were processed food. I didn't eat any fruits and veggies. So when I started eating like bananas and cucumbers and stuff, I felt really good about myself. And yeah, there's people out there that would criticize me for some of the things that I was still eating then, but it was healthier than I was the day before. And that's what mattered. If I'd listened to those people and let them kind of deter me or overwhelm me, I wouldn't have been successful, because I went on reaching my healthy journey at my own pace, on my own terms, at my own time. If I tried to eat the way I eat right now when I first started my journey, I would have not stuck with it. I would have hated it, would have been miserable, never, 100% never would have stuck with it. But I took gradual steps to get to the healthy lifestyle and went at my own pace. So keep that in mind. My best advice, if you have somebody who's overly critical of you on your lifestyle choices right now, is number one, look at them and their choices. If your balloon popping Betty is telling you not to be eating bananas, and she's over there drinking a grande mocha latte from Starbucks every day, probably she's a little bit of a hypocrite there. So I don't feel bad about eating your banana. Probably the best choice is to just take it for what it is, her opinion. We all have them. People are going to share them with you whether you want them to or not. But it's up to you if you listen to it. You don't have to listen to it. And honestly, if you're the type of person who wants to get a little petty and call her out on her Starbucks every time you see her drinking one the next time, me and you can still be friends. I don't know if she's going to want to stick around you when she gets a taste of her own medicine, but hey, I'm kind of the type of girl who is eye for an eye. If somebody is on your butt, causing you a stir, you give it right back to them. Give them a taste of their own medicine and see how they like it. But probably the higher road would be just put it away, put it behind you, forget about it, and keep doing what you're doing if it's working for you and if it's making you happy and healthy. So that is my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. But if you got somebody who's overly critical, before you listen to them, make sure they're not just hypocrites. Make sure they're not just spouting out stuff. Make sure they're not just jealous because you're getting attention, because you're doing something good for yourself, or because you're feeling good about yourself when they aren't. So, love you guys. Hope you have a great day.